Salam! Hi, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel. I have actually been away for a while because we just came back from an overseas trip and now I'm back to making videos that nobody actually watches. So recently over the weekend we had the KL International Book Festival and there were a lot of bookstores that actually sell Islamic sciences books, Sirah, Akidah, you name it. I decided to go there over the weekend with my husband, and usually we don't go to places like this because it is usually very packed, and indeed it was very packed. It was indeed a festival of sorts because you had food stalls, you had drink stalls, and people were, meeting up with friends and all that. And to be honest, the booksellers were kind of like an afterthought, is what I felt. But anyway, if I'm not mistaken, this festival happens every year, so I went to it last year as well, and I also got some books as well. So anyway, just cut to the chase. I want to just show you guys what I got. I have like 7 books here, and average was, I have 7 books. And the average per book, if I were to take into account the discounts and everything, it would be like 27 ringgit per book, which is very cheap, to be honest. Yeah, so the first book that I bought is, the first 2 books that I bought are these. So this is the Minor Resurrection and this is the Day of Resurrection. So if you have been following me from the start, you know that I've actually talked about this book series before. This is the Islamic Creed series by Dr. Umar S. Al-Ashqa. So far, I have books 1 to 4 on my bookshelf, and these books are actually some of the books that I recommend to you guys if you want to learn more about the Islamic Akidah. And finally, I managed to find book 5 and 6. There are 8 books in the series, if you can see here. There are 8 books in the series and I have 1 to 4. Now I have 5 to 6. I could not find 7 to 8, but inshallah I will eventually hunt it down. Almost 400 pages, and what I find interesting is that it has notes at the back. Notes for you to write notes, but I'm a bit anxious when I write in my books, so I rarely do. Plus this book is so pretty and the pages are so nice. See that? And this one as well, the Minor Resurrection as well, which is the 5th one. So Minor Resurrection is what happens after you die, and the Day of Resurrection is the major one, as we all know. What I like about this series is that the author describes what is going to happen, he describes the concepts and all that, and he includes a lot of Quranic verses to back it up, as well as hadith sources as well to back it up. So if you can see here, everything is explained using the Quranic verses. So you don't have to go back to the Quran and look for it and find it. You can just read it straight from here. So this is a series that I would highly recommend to everyone out there to read. And hopefully I will find the last 2 books in the series. Okay, the next one would be this one, Muslim and Christian Interactions, Past, Present and Future. This is by Yahya M.A. Ondigo. I've never heard of this author. If you have, please let me know. I just saw this. It was on discount. It was 50% off. Okay, so the author was a Christian from Kenya and he became Muslim. And then he became a da'i, and then he started publishing books. So this is my first book of him. I don't know who he is. So this book is an in-depth study of Islam and Christianity, taking an analytical approach to their respective edicts while comparing and contrasting them. It offers an investigation of religious concepts with respect to logic and scientific knowledge, and considers the true role and mission of religious figures of both faiths. So it has here chapter 1, which is the Muslim and Christian beliefs. Chapter 2, different theological understanding in Islam and Christianity. Chapter 3, Islam and Christianity, a scriptural inquiry. Chapter 4, socio-political interaction between Muslims and Christians. Economic interaction between Muslims and Christians. Chapter 6, social and moral interaction between Muslims and Christians. So I expect this book to have a lot of mention about Isa alayhi salam. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to reading this especially. This was one of the books that I looked at and I was like, I want that, because I don't have any books about Christians in a Muslim context on my bookshelf, I don't think. Yeah, I don't. I mostly have Akidah books and history books. Looking forward to this. Next is this is a really nice book. It's a biography about Imam al-Bukhari and it has pictures. So this is one of the illustrations. So basically this is a brief biography about Imam al-Bukhari. So it's divided into chapters. And it basically just has all these pictures and really nice things. Oh, and it also has reading comprehension questions. Like for example, chapter 10, which 3 famous Abbasid caliphs ruled during Imam Bukhari's adult life? So I think this would be really good, for example, if you are teaching your kids about the seerah and all of these imams, the important imams, and you're reading through with them and you're showing them all these pretty illustrations. And once you are done with a chapter, you can refer to the comprehension questions in the back and you can ask your kids about that. I think that would be really good. Okay, next would be this one, from Esfahan to Medina in Search of Truth. So this is about the famous companion of the Prophet, Salman al-Farisi, who was from Persia. So this is, so this one actually has English and Arabic next to each other. In the process of learning Arabic, and it's difficult, guys. It's really, really difficult. Like this, I think would be really useful in terms of studying Arabic. So you can, for example, you're an English speaker, you can refer to English and then you can refer to Arabic as well. So at the back here it says, the vivid account of his eventful life, which is both interesting and instructive, makes an excellent reading for the non-native students of the Arabic language. Those who have completed the Madinah Arabic course can easily follow this hadith. So I guess this is mainly for people who are studying Arabic and they want to brush up on their Arabic. And to be honest, I think this is a really good way in order to learn Arabic, because what are we learning Arabic for is to be able to read the Quran and to read the original sources of the hadiths and texts from way back when. I think having something simple to read in Arabic is kind of like a good motivation for language learners, because most of the time when you're learning a language and sometimes you feel like I'm not getting anywhere, this sucks, I have no motivation anymore because I don't see the fruits of my labor, this can actually help, because if you're reading something that is meaningful to you but it's also in simple language, you can actually build up your motivation and build up your language skills at the same time. So I think this is really, really good. Civilization of Faith by Dr. Mustafa As-Sibai. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. This book is a reminder to the Muslims that they have a glorious past. For many centuries, they had the upper hand over their enemies. They became the masters of the world when they adhered to Islam. However, when they became preoccupied with worldly gain and the pursuit of luxury, decline set in. So this is, I guess, about the Islamic civilization, how we were back then and how we are right now and what we can do about it. And I think that it is a very relevant topic now with what's going on in the world, to be able to understand what our civilization was and how we can rebuild it to be what it was back then. The unique characterizations of the civilization, racial equality, religious tolerance, kindness to animals, academic gatherings and conferences. Looking forward to reading this as well. I don't know the author as well, so if you know the author, please let me know. And then the next one is Unholy War by John S. Esposito. Again, I do not know who these authors are other than Dr. Omar Al-Ashqa, who is the one who wrote the Islamic Creed series. So I just literally went into the book fair and I was like, I want this, it's cheap, I want that. So the author is a university professor of religion and international affairs and founding director of the Center for Muslim-Christian Understanding, Walsh School of Foreign Service, Georgetown University. He also wrote What Everyone Needs to Know About Islam and the Oxford Dictionary of Islam. Interesting. This author is actually a scholar of political Islam, and he explains about the Quran, the example of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Islamic law. Not too bad. Quite nice to read. I really like these pages. They're so easy to write in actually. It's like the rough kind of page, but not so rough. Okay, so I'm guessing this book is about Islam and the attacks of 2001. I mean, I was quite young at the time, so I didn't really know what was going on, but when you get older, you kind of expose yourself to these kind of ideas. So this book, I guess, is going to explain what actually happened and why it happened, and yeah. Looking forward to reading this as well. I'm going to review these books once I finish reading them. Like, I can't tell you much right now, showing you these books just so that you can have an idea of what to read next or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it'll be useful to someone. I don't know. And these two books I got for free: The Benevolence of Islam and Problems and Solutions. So what is this? This basically talks about Islamic benevolence based on Islamic law in terms of the daily activities such as buying and selling, handling debt, knowledge, and behavior and things like that. So basically it's about benevolence and how you can practice it in your daily life. Problems and solutions. Like for example, if someone is having issues staying up late at night, this is the solution is if you are staying up late at night, the only allowed kind of staying up is to worship Allah. Sleeping and missing Fajr. I'm pretty sure a lot of us would like a solution to this problem, especially in countries where Fajr is very early. So that's all the books that I have today to show you guys, and looking forward to read all of these. Let's hope that I don't buy any more books. Keep telling myself that every month, but as soon as the 1st of June rolled around, I was like, I need to buy books. There's the KL Book Fest, making up all the excuses that I go to buy new books. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys got something out of it. So I'll be reviewing these books in the months to come. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll be able to finish them quickly because I have so many other books to read. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!